Hello everyone and welcome back to my Tech vs. Magic series. Today, instead of working over there, we're going to work on the railway some. And we're going to do this because we need to figure out how we're going to get honey and creosote oil through this junction. Because if we're going to have a solid fuel firebox over there, we're going to have item or storage minecarts coming through this junction, and we need to figure out how we're going to set up this junction as well as the junction on the other side to allow both storage minecarts and what's the other word? Liquid minecarts through, and exactly how we're going to route them and all that stuff. So there's a few things we're going to try out. Don't really have a good plan for this, so we're going to be thinking out loud a little bit to start with. First off, let's grab a few blocks and set up a little test railway here. Oops. I think we need that like that. Okay, and what we're going to do is see how this detector tank thing works. Put that there, and then a light, and then we'll check into the filter. So the first thing I want to know is if it can detect a liquid minecart that's empty. So let's grab both of these. But only ones that have a filter set for them. So only empty minecarts that have creosote oil for this instance. Okay, and let's make sure it doesn't detect plane. It does. Let's try something different then. Let's try actually setting this to 0. Yeah, okay, we'll put that there and see if that changes anything. Oops. Well, that obviously works. It's not the one that we care about though. That one also works. That is not what we want to happen. What if we set this with another type of liquid? Will it still trigger? Let's check that. I have some extra liquid up here, I think. Okay, you are going to be silicon now. Okay, that way it doesn't trigger. So that's one way we could be doing this. I think. Oh, they do keep their data. I did not know they did that. I suppose it might only be when you break them with this. Okay, the problem is going to be once they come back up in this direction, we need to divert the ones that we don't want to go in this building to this way. Now the problem is we want empty honey to go that way, but we want full honey to go this way to go up to the biomass production, the fermenter. Additionally, the creosote oil, we all want to go that way. Now then, question is, how does that help us in terms of item carts on both sides? If we ran this, it's not going to turn because these are all booster tracks. But we did something. Oh crap. What happened there? I'm confused. Was there something else there that I... Okay, I messed this up. That's what I did. There. So if we have that, and this, now we have some problems. Now we need something quite a bit more fancy to deal with the various stuff. One thing is we could create a kind of junction to divert the storage minecarts around this part and just let them keep going. Alternatively, I think there isn't an alternative. Well, I suppose we could create some kind of like big giant roundabout type thing that all carts get diverted, but that wouldn't work as well because we don't need that much complication. I don't think. So let me think about this for a moment. Out loud. So if we had, say, a item detector, I think we have one of those, don't we? Yeah, detector item. Advanced. What does that one do? It's expensive. Detector energy, detector age, detector train, detector sheep, detector villager, detector locomotive. That's different than detector train. I wonder what detector advanced does. I may have to try that out. Let's I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Actually, let's go to Creative World and look at the Detector Advanced. Okay, just real quickly, we'll see what kind of options this has. So, I don't know what this means. Let's grab some carts. Oops. That. Then see what happens. Okay, I don't know what this other part is, though. Does it do something? Let's run a track over it, because I think they need to be over the top of it. Or this one can be on the side. Let's check the side first, and then see what happens. Okay, we have one of those. I'm not sure what all this stuff down here is for, though. Oh wait, that's our inventory. Okay. So it can detect a whole bunch of different types of carts. I guess that's something. I wonder if we could like color locomotives or something and have it do that. But yeah, that's not really going to help us with what we're doing right now. So let's go back to the normal world. Okay, so I've got a item detector now. So what we'll do, we'll have stuff coming somewhere around here, and I guess here is good enough. Then, if it is an item, it should be something like this, I think. Actually, we should probably move that to here. We'll have the track split, like right there. So we'll curve this over a little bit. Then it'll come over here. This will be hooked up to a switch motor here, and we'll have a Y track here. Then out here, let's go get some more these metal bars, post, whatever they're called. Yeah, we have plenty of these. I think we can probably use the same method for that, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so I have another set. Comes through here with the Y track right there and a switch motor here. We may have to make these solid blocks for the power to transfer through, but I'm not sure. I don't know actually if you can put wiring on the bottom of these or not. Okay, so you can. That way, if I change that, that's facing down. Like that, and then put that there. Probably need some kind of repeater or something here. I would need a red power 2 one, and then here would probably need a solid block, maybe. But we'll need something there anyway. Then let's finish this. Then right here, we can hook up a junction rail. And that will just curve back around. Because there's not going to be any liquid carts coming this way, I don't think. At least that's the plan. So something like that. this will hook up here. Here's going to be another interesting part. We could have a switch motor here and a connection there. That would probably work. Maybe. Not a switch motor, but a switch lever. If we put something like this, turn that like this, then we'll have switch lever there, and only when, let's see, which way will these automatically go to? We'll probably need a switch lever just to figure that out. But then this will switch when it detects an empty honey cart, a creosote cart of any type, and that's everything. The other ways it won't switch. So we would need... How would we get the power up there? Can we run it along here? Only along the bottom? What about the sides? No. Why can't it run along this bottom but not the sides? Suppose we could run it up the wall here. No, it needs to be... That's going to be complicated. Need to get power from down there or anywhere. Suppose I could put it right here and hope it still triggers. If I put it right here and have it facing that way, it should be able to work. So let me make a couple switch levers, a Y track and a junction track, and I will be right back. Okay, so if we take that, this is a Y track. I'm going to put that here, right? Yes, and oops, one of these. And if we put that there, it'll tell us which way it's going to default to, which is exactly what we want. But if we push a storage cart over here, I'm going to need to get one of those, I guess. So I'll come back for that. We'll also put that there. Yeah, I think that's correct. Then we'll put the junction track here. That'll allow these two to cross without interfering with each other. How am I going to power that now? Can I do that from underneath? Nope. Can I do it from the side? What? I can't do it from underneath because it's too far. I suppose I could just put probably want to make one of these a booster track as well. At least one of them. Okay, so liquids go this way. And any track, so just a plain detector rail here probably? Or would it matter? Do I even need to switch that? Probably not. Let's check. I have a cart on me, don't I know? Do not. Let's grab you. We don't have any. Okay, yeah, so we're not going to need anything special there. Okay, next problem. We need to make sure this switches correctly. We'll put that there just to see if it's fast enough. And we'll get a storage minecart. Let's see how that works. Kinda burdened with all this crap on us. I probably don't need these either. So let me make that and I'll be right back. Okay, now then for the storage minecart test, we'll just push it from here. It did not switch at all. That's a problem. Come on. Okay, so let's check. I bet this must need it to be a solid block then. Put that there. It does have power. And I got rid of the blocks that I need. Using concrete. That. Place that with nice concrete. Put that there. Now then, what will you do? Where did it go? Did I not pick it up? There it is. It's got power. Why is it not switching? That is strange. Let's see if we hit this. It's supposed to switch. Okay. We will try something different. That there maybe? No. Okay, let's try putting it underneath. Also no. Let's get a switch motor then and see if that will properly do it. Do that and I'll be right back. Okay, let's try this again with a switch motor and from back here. So that was the wrong thing. Whoop. also the wrong thing. Just want to make sure it's going as fast as it will be. And that seems to have done it. So apparently I misunderstood the difference between a switch lever and a switch motor. I was under the impression that a switch lever could be triggered by redstone, but I guess it cannot. And these do need a solid block beneath them. And that is correct. And that is correct. So now then, we need to figure out if we can get these to work. Problem with that's going to be something to do with the amount of these we're going to have. Uh-oh. Crap. Bad timing. Go. And we will just turn that off. Turn that off. For the time being. Okay. So where were we? Here. Don't want that facing up, but we'll fix that in a moment. I hope we can fix that with this. Yeah. So we need creosote oil and empty honey. Just 2 of them. Probably also going to need a solid block here for the wire to run on. So we use concrete for that. And I'm not sure if I can reach that there now. So if I did something like that, I might need to do some kind of fancy thing to make sure that has enough power for long enough. But we'll do that. We'll add filters to these. You will be honey, probably. And empty. Yes. And then you're going to be just creosote oil. We don't have that filter with us anymore. I wonder if they have to be the exact same item. Probably not. Wouldn't expect they would be. So this, and the honey is going to be over there. Let me grab that, and I will be right back. Okay, now then we need to see if this actually works. We'll try the one that's furthest away first. Just the honey one. Okay. Honey. That should be going at the same speed it's going to be going once it gets where it's going to keep going. Okay, that was too slow. That means I am going to have to do something fancy here. If I break that, put... I have these repeaters. I can use them for pulse extenders. long as that's there, nothing else should be put on the track. What if I face that towards this block? Would that help at all? Don't think so. I need this to be at least that long. I could break that, I suppose. Does that really do anything for me though? Suppose we should also check to make sure the other one works as it is before we do anything else. If that's going to be another problem. If that doesn't work. Okay, that didn't work either. So it's going to have to be a pretty decent delay. I'm just going to have to fake both of them. So that means that cannot be there. Can this go underneath? No. Not unless we change it to concrete, I guess. But do that. Need to create some kind of loop with the repeater in it. Let's see, let me replace some of this with concrete and try that, and I will be right back. Okay, I switched to using a state cell, because that will work better as a pulse lengthener. Let's actually shorten it to second. Should be long enough, and make sure that the honey part works. Here it comes. Yeah, that's plenty of time. And that is most of this part. There's still one more thing I want to do about here. Let's see, we're going to need yeah, we'll put it right here. There. We'll break. Wish there was a better way to do this, but there isn't. Break this. At least I don't think there is. I need to get a signal block relay. Just grab these. Box, signal block relay box, I think it's called. So that means I need the yellow one. And that. Okay, now let's see if we can get this to place neatly. Also want a holding track. At least one. Boarding track, holding track. Get rid of that for now. Let's see if we can't get this to work. Actually, let me, well, I suppose mobs can't get us while we're up here. I hope. So where were we? Can we somehow place this along the side of this? Sucks that you can't do that. So I'll have to put it here. That like that. We forgot to get our little controller thing. Our little controller thing. And then we'll just hook it up with this one. Seems to be the easiest thing. Why is it flashing yellow? Because it shouldn't be flashing yellow. Did I do the wrong thing? Signal. Ah, that is the wrong thing. Crap. I need not the box, but this thing. Signal receiver box. That's what I needed. Now I've messed up my whole circuit. Probably. So which one is that? Probably red one. Signal receiver box. No, it's a green one. Switch motor. Crap, crap, crap. So close. Okay, so how are we going to fix that? Break this. I'm not sure which end they're hooked up from. One of these should be flashing yellow, I think. I guess we'll connect it from this end. Just do that. And that. Okay, yeah, that wasn't right. So I'm going to have to redo that whole circuit. But first, let's do this. Okay. Signal receiver box. You go here. Then the holding track goes on top. And we hook that up to that. Okay, that suddenly turned green. So maybe it's working now? We'll have to wait and see. But now then, this will act as a little stop if there's something on that track, so that we don't have collisions. And I suppose we're ready to go do the other side and probably hook it up to the furnace area where we're actually getting the creosote oil. We'll also need to hook up some tanks here. We're going to do the honey right here, I think, possibly. This might be a problem. I could try putting them right next to each other, but that could also be a problem. Or I could dig into that. Any one of those would work. Honey, and then the creosote oil is probably going to be like right here, on the very end. So let me make a few more things, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got a fair amount done on the loading and unloading stations, but I need to do the ends first before we can do that. So let's start here. Okay, so if this is going this way, nothing needs to happen, but if it's going this way, we need some stuff to happen. Let's see, we'll need a concrete block. And is that everything? No, we also need a detector, liquid detector. So just put this and that, like that. Then put this here, facing, there we go. That way, put that there, that there, and that there. That way, when a tank cart goes this way, this should switch. Let's get a tank cart to make sure. This is the right one anyway. Okay, let's start you back here. It didn't switch. Oh! Dang creepers. So what is going on up here? That's weird. So why did it not switch? Is it already getting powered or something? Let's try this. So why did you not switch? Let me go catch that and I'll be right back. Okay, the pulse is just too short, so we're going to try a state cell. And that seemed to have worked. Okay, so I could probably lower that delay a little bit. Now then, this episode is getting a bit long. So I don't think we're going to have time to work on the station there, and for the honey, I'll probably... What about this one? So this one will need an item detector there. No. It will need item and a liquid detector. So coming from that way, it's fine. Just to be, so it needs a liquid detector there, item detector there, and they'll probably be hooked up to the same state cell. And over here, since I don't have time to actually build this on camera, I'll just explain what I'm going to do. We're going to have kind of a... We're going to have this extend to like right here, and then probably have a little like a loading station right here on the outside, I think. The only other place to do it is to put it like right in here, and that would require quite a lot more track. So yeah, I think we'll probably have it outside, because we do have these walls to hide stuff. And for the honey, I'm not going to do anything permanent. I'm just going to... Basically, I'm going to rebuild that area, so I'm trying to get all the stuff that's there moved So I'm just going to set up something temporary. And in here, this is going to be the honey unloading station. It's just half of a normal section. Then here we have the honey station loading and unloading for this building. There's this here because since these don't save in this version of Buildcraft, they don't save their settings. I have to keep this powered. And let's see what else is there. The creosote oil is going to be right here. Just a unloading station, nothing fancy. I may have, or I should say, if I'm going to have any kind of loading station, it's just going to be probably up here. This is probably going to be the creosote oil. Maybe I'll move it over there. But it'll be up here. I'm just going to some kind of liquid transposer to fill up cells and stuff. So I'll probably do that off camera. I may wait and do it next episode. Just depends on how much time I have between episodes. But I'll try to get most of that done so that we can start on that building. Anyway, like if you like, subscribe if you're not. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.